everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here. Today we're going to be taking a second look at Battle Brothers. If you're not familiar with the game, we have played it on the channel in the past when it first released in early access. We're going to be taking a second look at it today to see what they've changed and maybe potentially do a series on the game. I had posted a video earlier in the week asking you guys to suggest some series, and one of the series I suggested was Battle Brothers, and a couple people agreed with me. So before we commit to that, I would like to kind of show the game off one more time, show what's been changed, and then we can kind of decide from there. There's also a couple other great options that you guys suggested, and I'm going to try to pick as many as I can, but I've also got some other stuff planned that we didn't discuss in that. So there's a lot going on, and I want to just kind of give you guys an idea of what we're looking forward to. So let's jump into a new campaign. Company name, I'm not going to mess with that, but you can name it whatever you want. There are several banners. I think they've added some new ones since we played last. Some of these don't look familiar. That's pretty close to my logo, so I'll go with that. We're just going to go on normal difficulty because this game is already hard enough on normal. Challenging and deadly, I don't even know how you would get anywhere. This game is a roguelike, and so when you're dead, you're done. You start over. And so the playthroughs of this game tend to be very quick unless you are having a particularly good run of luck. So we'll go normal, Battle Brothers, this red and orange chevron, and let's get started. Okay, so the last battle. It all went wrong. 2 days ago, the company was hired to track down Hoggart the Weasel and his band of raiders, but it was them who found you first, an ambush. Some joke about horses, cut short by an arrow to the throat. Arrows shooting in from everywhere and nowhere. Men holler and scream, a great volume before death. As the hail subsides, you draw your weapon with the rest of your men, only to collapse to your knees. An arrow has punctured your side. You shout in pain. A hairy glance sees the men charge without you to make a valiant last stand, met in force as steel clashes with steel. You meet eyes with the captain, a last nod before his throat is cut. You're left in command now of what few men remain. Trembling in pain, you lean on your sword, and with all your will you can muster, slowly rise again. To the end. Okay, so here we are, fighting off Hoggart and his men. And so they've added a little bit of story to the game, as you can see. Not a lot, just a little bit of background to let you know kind of why you're here, what you're doing. And so we have control of these three here. We have Gisler, the archer. We have, is it going to show me their names? Wendell the Axeman and Ulfert the Spearman. Now, I started another campaign earlier just to kind of get a feel for the game and the changes they've made. And you seem to always get the same three character archetypes. They're always going to look different. They're always going to have different names, different stats. But you get one archer, one, I guess an axeman. It could be somebody with a big weapon, but it's somebody without a shield and a two-hander, and then somebody with a one-hander and a shield. You get those every single time. And so the game is fairly simple as far as combat's concerned. The strategy is where the game is very challenging. Let's see, so if we do our quick shot, we have a pretty good range. We actually have shots on these guys, only about 30% chance though, but if we do the aimed shot, we have a much better chance. Now, each of these costs varying amounts of action points. We have 9 in total, and so we could do two quick shots, or we can do one aim shot. Considering we only have about a third chance of hitting here, and this one's about 50-50, I'm going to go with the one aim shot on this guy. And hopefully we get lucky. Oh, we got a one-shot kill. Okay, so let's see. How far do we want to move here? You can click, and it will show you how far you move and how much action points that movement will cost. And then you have to click again to confirm it. That is going to use up all my action points, and so I don't think that's a great plan, because we're going to get there and not have anything left to defend ourselves with. And so what I think I'm going to do is we're only going to move him up one, maybe 2 spots. So this guy's going to have to come to us. So let's end our turn there, and then I'm going to move you up 2. That'll leave him with 5, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put Spear Wall up, and so anybody who moves into his engagement range will get attacked. He did the smart thing and went around, which I should have figured they would do. But luckily they only did a little bit of armor damage and just kind of scratched our health. So he's got a couple attacks. He can split a man down the middle, or he can do a round swing. This is going to attack everybody around him. This is new as well, I believe. I don't think this is in the previous game. Sorry, the previous version of the game. And so this will basically do like an AoE type attack. But that would hurt our friend here, so we don't want to do that. Let's do the split man. And we almost got the kill there. Not quite. But we did bloody him up pretty good. We broke his armor. And he is about to break and run. Alright, let's get the archer up to about here. We can do a quick shot. Let's go ahead and take it. Cool. So the archer fled. We killed the other two. And we got a little bit of grain. Now, I don't remember. Oh, actually, no, we had the grain. Sorry, we got some cleavers. But yeah, so I think the provisions are new to the game. I don't recall there being provisions when we played last, and so that might be new as well. You do have to keep your troops fed. You definitely had to keep them paid in the past. So let's take these. We'll probably just sell them. Okay, so here we are. We need to kill Hoggart the Weasel. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that just yet, so we probably need to head to a nearby town and kind of restock here. You start out with more or less... Oh, here we go. So the aftermath. You're alive, you won. The adrenaline fades and in its wake, you can't help but sink back to the ground. It looks like you won't be holding a sword again anytime soon. Gritting your teeth, you snap the arrow's shaft. Your chest heaves for breath, feeling the pain well up in your very lungs. Most of the company lies dead, all those men you fought with side by side in the shield wall this past year. And Hoggart did justice to his name, running like the weasel that people mock him to be. What now? A voice says from behind. It's Wendell who sits down beside you, bedding his bloodied axe on his legs. You turn to him to reply, but before you can answer, he continues. The captain's dead, they slit his throat. He was a good man and a damn good leader, but all it took was one mistake. That makes you the one in charge now, don't it? Ulfric joins the two of you, still breathing heavily. Let's save the anointments for another day. I figure we give the men a good burial and return to Hatland to collect our pay. The weasel's men are slain after all, even if the man himself tucked tail and ran. We ought to see to that arrow sticking out of you before we lose another man. So be it. So they want me to head to Hatland, which is over here. For those of you not familiar with the game, you can manage your party right here. You do have several equipment slots. Your characters are basically just like a bust or like a torso and a head. There's no legs or anything to them. They're basically like little game pieces. Here you can see all of their different attack abilities and things based on the weapons that they're carrying. And then these are their traits. So he was a companion, which gives him higher bravery and higher melee skill. Let's see. I guess a companion is... Are they all companions? Yeah, that means they're your starting 3, I guess, is what they're referring to. He is athletic, so he builds up less fatigue, but he's also superstitious and loses resolve during morale checks. Let's see. Wendell has eagle eyes, so his vision range is slightly better than most. And let's see. Gisler is a brute, which is odd because he's the archer. They should have switched abilities. They would have been better off. Alright, anywho. So here's your stash. The numbers here indicate the amount of wear on them. So this has 90% of its life left. This has 70%. You can repair those items. As you see here, this is repairable. 61%. You get the idea. Okay, so let's keep moving. And we'll head to Hatland, where we can maybe grab some more soldiers, some more, and hopefully better weapons. And yeah, there's also more stuff on the map to explore now, as you can see. So we've got the Amber Collector here. We've got some ruins, which I imagine probably have a fight in store for us. And then we have Hatland itself, as well as this harbor. What a sorry display it must be for the onlookers as you arrive in Hatland. 4 bloodied and beaten mercenaries down on their luck. The man who hired the company days ago, Bertolf, the counselor, no doubt expected you to return in a more glorious fashion. Still, he welcomes you to his house again and offers bread and wine, while a servant fetches a healer. Few words are exchanged, except for the occasional grunt and wheeze as an elderly man with shaky hands tends to your wounds. Finally, Bertolf the counselor breaks the silence. So, how did you fare? A pin knifes through your skin, the first of many stitches to come. You grit your teeth till you think you hear one break. Bertolf, the counselor, takes on a grave look and he quickly hides his face behind a drink of wine. Finding breath, you give answer to his asinine question. We killed all of Hoggart's men, but he managed to elude our blades in the end. I think that sort of rhymed almost. It's close, it's close. I don't think he intended it to. The healer waves around a glowing fire poke, suggesting he wants to push it into your wound. You nod and he does so. For a moment, that's all there is. You're not a man, but a pinch of fire, flesh from flame. As the pain subsides, you come to see that Bertolf the counselor's mood is lightened. So all his men are dead then? Well, that's I see. Good thing you've removed that threat for Hatland. But that man is truly elusive. Well, we expect to get paid for this. He gasps. Well, naturally, I gave my word, didn't I? 100 crowns for every man, so as I see it, that's 400 crowns for the 4 of you. He gestures toward his servant, who nods and hands him a wooden chest from which to take the pay. I wonder, may I make use of your services one more time? I'd very much like to end the headache that is Hoggart the Weasel once and for all, and I would pay you again, of course, another 400 crowns, shall we say? Wendell scoffs and turns to drink more wine, but Ulfert stands to speak. Yes, this company is in ruin, but we can rebuild it. You know Wendell. He'd drink the crowns away and end up begging on the streets. And Gisser, the merciless, wouldn't fare any better chasing the womenfolk until one stove his rotted head in. We need the Battle Brothers, it's all we have. What do you say, Captain? Wendell burps and raises his cup to you. Gisler the merciless playfully thumbs his nose and nods. You're their captain now, and your men look to you for leadership. Well, we've got some unfinished business with Hoggart. He claps his hands in satisfaction. Very good, excellent. I'll need some time to find out where Hoggart is hiding. Hiding his hide now? Okay. In the meantime, I suggest you see about stocking up on supplies that you'll be good and ready to end this when the time comes. I shall see you in a few days' time at the latest. As you leave the comforts of Bertolf the Counselor's house and stand on the outskirts of Hatland again, Ulfert seeks a word with you. What it is we need is more men, Captain. That's an awkward sentence. I know I gave a big speech back there, but we ain't nothing without more warm bodies in the ranks. We should hire at least 3 more sword hands, buy them some decent weapons, and dress them in the best armor we can afford. The man pauses to glance around. I bet the Bodog town's got a desperate peasant or two looking for a new life. Or we could travel to Königswasser in the west. Them city folk aren't always as hardy as these country bumpkins, but we're more likely to find men with fighting experience stopping to rest there. And they'll sell better weapons, too. Well, then that's what we shall do. Alright, so here we are in Hatland. Let's take a look at the marketplace. Let's sell these, first of all. And we got some shields here that are a little bit beat up. We'll see whether or not we're going to need them. And then we can hire some men here. These guys are all fairly inexperienced and cheap, which is good. Let's see, we got a lot of beggars. In fact, they're all beggars except for the one fisherman here. The fisherman is a new trait. There was no fisherman prior to us checking this out. In our previous playthrough, there was no such thing. But he's very expensive, and we can't really afford him. So we're going to take everybody else. And actually, this isn't too bad of a roll for your start. You know what? We can afford him. Let's take everybody. So sometimes you'll start out with a lot of really expensive characters, and in this game, numbers can count for quite a bit. Obviously, the better equipped your soldiers are, the more likely they are to survive. But at the same time, the better your numbers, the more angles you can attack from, and so the more likely you are to deal in some damage, and also the wider the damage gets spread. So let's grab ourselves whatever we can here. I'm going to take the spear. Spears are very good in this game. Hatchets aren't bad either. We are going to run out of money very shortly here, though. Let's see, I'll take that pitchfork because I don't really have any other options. Let's grab some more grain. And you know, I'm going to grab these clothes as well. We'll take the hood. I'll take the hat. You always want to have something on your guy's head, because if you leave that slot open, they're going to be more likely to get critted on any, damage to the head. And so you want to avoid that by giving them something to protect their head with, even if it's just the most basic thing you can find. So let's see, he's better in melee than range, but he doesn't have particularly high health. He is the same. Let's see, he is a little bit better health-wise, but about the same in melee skills. So I think we're going to make him a melee character. He is also pretty solid in melee, and he is, yeah, all melee as well. Let's see, I'm going to turn him into like a gladiator type character. He's got the throwing net. Let's give him a pitchfork. Oh wait, the pitchfork is two-handed. Whoops. In that case, I think I'll give you just a knife. Let's see, Gustav, I'll give you a pitchfork, and you can have the hood, I guess. And let's see, who else was half decent? Probably you. I'm gonna give him the shield and the mace. And then we'll give you the spear. And you can have... Actually, you know what? Let's get the hatchet in his hands. And I'm going to give him the buckler and a knife. And then we'll give... I don't know, we'll give you a hat. Okay, so we could do worse, but we could also do much better, obviously. Let's go ahead and ride out. There are harbors now, so you can actually travel by sea to other locations. It wants me to visit Königswasser. Where the heck is that? Wow, it's way over there. Okay. So we'll stop by Rothenbach. And so the way travel works in this game is, as long as you're moving along the roads, you move fairly fast. If you deviate from the roads, you tend to slow down. Depending on the terrain you're moving through, you may slow down more than other terrains. So this flatland here, probably not so bad. If you wanted to cut through the marshes here, you're going to slow down quite a bit. Same goes for those mountains there. Or I guess they're hills or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, so the terrain will affect your movement speed. Stick to the roads when you can. We already have a contract, so we can't accept a new one. Let's kind of wait here until daylight and see what we can grab. Okay, here we go. Is there anybody else worth hiring? Let's see. He's a butcher, a tailor, a day tailor, a caravan hand, who you can see is very experienced in combat. He's got pretty solid armor, a real sword, but he costs a whole lot too. And then we've got this gambler here. I'm tempted to take Carl, because he could potentially end up surviving for quite a long time. He's got really solid armor, and so early on I think he's going to be a big help to us. We can afford him, but we can't afford much beyond that. Let's take him, and then we're going to jump into the marketplace. And ooh, we got some more shields. Could definitely use more shields. There's also some better clothing. Oh, I forgot to equip these. I should probably do that. Let's take this. I'm gonna grab the spears as well. We gotta be careful here. We don't want to go broke, but at the same time, we gotta be ready for anything. Another bow is tempting. Let's grab this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take all these stupid hats because nobody in our party has hats right now. I'm gonna take the shield as well, and that's really all we can afford to spend. Even that's probably too much, but let's see here. We'll get you a spear, I guess, because the knife is kind of worthless. I'm gonna give you a shield and some clothing. Same goes for you. That's pretty much all we got clothing-wise. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to give him a shield either. Yeah, you know what? Who's the most expendable here? Probably you. So give me that buckler. There we go. He's a little bit better equipped now. Give him the hood. And then you've got a hood, you've got a hood. You need something on your head. And I guess I'll give you the other hat. I guess I didn't need that extra spear. Oh well. Okay. Let's find ourselves some combat. It wants me to recruit more men, but I've already got plenty. Oh, we got some orc hunters. Since we're running out of time, let's go ahead and engage with these guys. Normally I wouldn't go out of my way to fight orcs, but in this case we'll do it. Okay, so here we go. How far can he throw that? A couple tiles? Alright. I'm going to be cautious here. Let's just move up one. I'd like to get you to the high ground. Always try to get your archers to high ground. Try to get everybody to high ground, really, but archers especially, because they'll be able to see a little bit better. Let's see, we want to keep them off of him. So I'm going to move you here. And then you can hop on out to there. That works. I don't know where I want to send this guy. I might send him around. Basically, the guys with the shields can protect themselves fairly well. The guys without are going to be better served kind of like coming in from the side and hitting after they've engaged. So you want to kind of make a shield wall if you can. Okay, good. I was afraid he might move across this way. Ooh, these guys are actually fairly well armed. We got to be careful here. I don't know where they're going to try to attack from. I'm going to move you to here. And then let's see, you guys can kind of form up like that. I'm going to have him get a spear wall ready in case they decide to move in. And we'll do the same right there. Depending on where these guys go, this battle could go a lot of different ways. Oh, he got to go first. Okay. Let's step you up one then, and we'll toss your net on that guy. That'll slow him down. Oh, he broke it on the first turn. The last time I got caught in the net, it took several turns to get out, so I guess the AI cheats a bit. Let's move you here. We'll put you in a spear wall as well. Oh, he's got javelins. Okay. Gotta keep an eye on that. Who can you hit? 30%, 42, 20, and 30. We'll take that 42. Oh, good. Didn't really do much, but I'll take it. Let's get you. That's not going to leave him enough. So I'm going to move him. Who's up next? That guy is. At least for them. I'm going to move him here. And if they decide to put him there, I could be in a lot of trouble. But we might be able to bump him off, so we're not totally screwed. Yeah, I thought that would happen. Okay, so we're going to swing you around. You can't go this way? There we go. Okay, put you there. Alright, I need you. Honestly, let's push him back, delay his turn a bit, because I want him to go shield bash this guy off the high ground. So let's see, I'm going to put you there, and then we're going to knock back him. Oh, he missed, of course he did. Okay then, let's put you right there. And why don't you take a stab at him, and we missed. Okay, well, I'm going to put you right here, and we're going to try that again. There it is, so we got him off the high ground. We do have enough to get up there, cool. Why don't you split him for me? Oh, we missed. Alright, let's see. 30%, or sorry, 31%. 40 back there. Yeah, let's fire at the skirmisher. He's kind of dangerous back there. That's not going to allow me to swing at him. I'm going to surround this guy. I think that's a better plan. There we go, a little bit of damage. He's going to get killed pretty quickly because he doesn't have a shield. Get you up here, stab at him, we miss again. So we might lose this fight. I probably wouldn't have gone out of my way to take it if we weren't running out of time. And again, this is just going to be a one-off episode. If you guys would like, I can pick up from here and continue this when we do our playthrough, but we could also just start a new one. So you get your shield up and then swing it. Somebody, 68%. Yeah, go after him because they're really putting a lot of hurt on this guy. Nope, and he's dead. Oh, they cut his or bashed his face in or something. There's some decent damage. Oh, we almost got the kill there. Let's see if we can finish him. There it is. And you can still move, so let's get you up here. We'll keep swinging at this guy. Okay, so he's mostly done as far as his armor is concerned. Let's keep shooting this way. You can run out of ammo, both in combat and in the campaign, so you do need to kind of manage your ammo. Oh, he got the stun on me. Let's get you up here, and why don't you take a poke at him. Get the shield up, take another stab there. Same thing. Oh, he built up a little bit too much fatigue, so he's only going to be able to protect himself. This guy's starting to break. That's not good. Alright, I need you there. And then if you could step into that spot, that'd be great. So we've got them pretty well surrounded now. The downside to that is that our archer is kind of worthless. I'll take that 30% chance. You can hit your own guys, so be very careful about that. In fact, I probably shouldn't be shooting into this, because I'm more likely to hit my own guys, but gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see, that's gonna cost me 20 fatigue, so I'll be alright. Oh no, that's really bad. We just lost one of our companions. 68, I'll take it. Let's see, I don't think he's got enough. Yeah, he can't put his shield up and attack. We'll get the kill though. That guy's dodging bullets down there. 53, let's get him down, and then we'll take a swing at you. How are you doing? Your health is kind of bad. I'm going to let the guys with the shields step into that spot. Let's move you around the side, I think. Take another pot shot at him. Didn't think we'd hit there, and I was correct. Oh, we can't do anything from there. You know what? You've seen better days, man. Why don't you get out of there? Okay, here we go. Take a step and then whap him with that club, or that mace. Ooh, 2 misses there. And give him a poke as well. And then why don't you step in and stab him again. Alright, let's try to finish this. Might be able to right here. No, he's got like 1 health left. Alright, why don't you take the kill? Come on, you got this. Nice. So we only lost 2 guys. Unfortunately, one of them was a very important character for us. But everybody else survived. Doesn't look like anybody leveled up though. We got some okay loot. Strange meat, I don't think we want to eat that. Yeah, we're going to leave that alone. I'll take everything else though. Can I put these back? No. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't want that. No strange meat for us, thanks. We got some orc weapons and shields too. Orc things tend to not work so well for humans. They have very high fatigue penalties and stuff, which you typically want to avoid. Okay, so I think that's been a pretty good overview of the game. We got a little bit of combat and a little bit of party management. Pretty much everything the game has to offer, at least, you know, in a little microcosm anyways. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit. And I will see you guys back here for potentially a full playthrough on Battle Brothers.